If you can get around without riding the subway, do it. If telecommuting is an option, do it. But we will be here for those who need to take the subway and buses and commuter rails and paratransit. We will get you where you need to go safely. When you do ride with us, please be mindful of your fellow New Yorkers. Since last week, we've been running public service announcements on board trains and at stations to remind everybody of best practices. Cover your mouth when you cough or sneeze, wash your hands, or use hand sanitizer after taking mass transit. Avoid touching your eyes, nose, and mouth. As you know, a week ago, we substantially increased the frequency and intensity of efforts to clean, and we're not cleaning anymore, we're disinfecting our system. The MTA's full fleet is being disinfected every 72 hours. The full fleet was done this weekend, with frequently touched surfaces and stations being sanitized daily using EPA-approved disinfectants. All stations across our system in the subways, Staten Island Railroad, Metro North and Long Island Railroad are being disinfected daily. Over the last 24 hours, 100% of stations, subways, Metro North, Long Island Railroad, and Staten Island Railway were disinfected, along with 100% of our paratransit fleet. This weekend, we've disinfected over 4,000 subway cars. That's the number that was in service this weekend. 5,300 buses, nearly 1,400 Long Island Railroad cars, and about over 1,100 Metro North cars. We're monitoring the situation closely in coordination with state and city health officials. Last week, the MTA opened a new situation room that serves as a nucleus of our response. As of last night, it's open 24 hours a day. The situation room gives us a conduit to rapidly share information with decision makers and staff on every level. It's connected with all our agencies and facilitates routine meetings among MTA leadership. If you can bike or walk to work, which obviously there are limits to that, you ought to do that. If you can travel in the shoulder periods a little earlier, a little later in the morning, a little earlier in the evening, a little later in the evening when there's less crowding, do that. With respect to black cars and taxis, the TLC commissioner and I met last week. She issued a directive to taxis and for-hire vehicles that they be cleaned on a daily basis with an EPA